What's up? How's it
Yeah,
going?
we are here. We are live and direct. And we
The
have
show.
Dark Knight with us today.
DK in the house.
DK in the
What's up,
house.
DK?
Hey guys, what's up?
Doing good, man. Doing good. What's happening? What news have you got for us today?
I have to see. I don't know whether you understand the quality of music that I hear, but I'll make sure to ready a very good song soon.
Good. I like that. I like that. So, what a week that we have. We're going to bring the energy today because we have a massive week that has gone down for Sharbi. The bridge, incredible solidity, massive company that has done the likes of Ryzen Labs, ApeCoin. They've created DAOs. They're leaders in bridges. They not only are they leaders in bridges, but they actually did the first ever Arbitrum bridge, which was massive and still gets the most traffic. So we had mentioned previously on past episodes that we were never going to take a chance with the bridge. If we felt at any stage that something's wrong, we would take action, and we absolutely did. It's ended up costing us more money, even though Professor had paid out of his own pocket for the bridge himself. Um, we ended up getting a credit for that amount of money, which will be used to create a play to earn game later or whatever we wish to do. But the most important thing is we went for the best in the business because we were all getting nervous that what happens if there's an issue with the bridge? And it's such a massive part of our project because what it does, a bridge will allow very little arbitrage opportunities because once one chain goes higher than the other, there will be flow of money to actually take a small profit, but they'll relatively keep close to each other. So it's a very important element. And if you look at Arbitrum right now, and you see what the price of Arbitrum right now is, there's a big disparity between Arbitrum's price and Ethereum's price. Now, I think off memory, going back a couple of hours ago, that was something like 2.7 million market cap for Ethereum, and I believe 1.3 or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like 2x.
Yeah, it's like a 2x.
Yeah.
So that if you look at every bridge that exists out there in the market right now that's doing similar type of strategy to what we're trying to do, and that is to equalize all the chains and to allow people to freely exchange between chains. Right now, it's quite tricky to go from Arbitrum back into your wallet and then go into Ethereum and then make a buy. So having the chain in place the bridge in place will allow us to take from Arbitrum side, for example, zap it across to Ethereum side, vice versa. So it's big news for us, and it creates a big opportunity for us to actually get the arbitrage right now because it's a 2x difference. So those that have been following the narrative, you'll know that we are looking at around 9 more weeks. This is week 2 already of the bridge. There will be updates that are passed on from Solidity that we will share with the community. I'd suspect that's every couple of weeks, maybe even every week. We'll see what happens. But this is massive news. And anybody in Web3 knows that Solidity is one of the biggest players. They're not cheap to work with, and for a reason, because they are the best. So we have decided yeah.
I was going to say probably somebody where you kind of have to know somebody to get a real meeting.
Yeah, it's not just about the money. It's not just about the money. Fortunately, one of our Wales group is very close with the head of Solidity, and that gave us an opportunity to get to the table. And thank you very much to that whale. You know who you are. But yes, it's not just about money to deal with Solidity. They have to like what you're doing, and they're also taken a very kind interest to Sharbi, and will be Sharbi token holders as well. So this is going to be a long-term deal with them.
Did they and maybe you don't know this, but you're talking about the Arbitrum bridge. You're not talking about like like when I bridge from my ETH from the ETH chain to the Arbitrum chain, like on their
No,
website, Solidity didn't make that, did they?
no, they
That's
made the
their
first ever
in-house.
project. They made the first
Okay.
ever bridge on Arbitrum, so on the platform
Oh,
itself. Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Cool.
Which and it's still the biggest bridge by far. It still carries the most traffic. You know what they've done for ApeCoin and Horizon Labs is incredible. You know their work is spectacular. There's nothing. You know, they've had no failures. They've been fantastic from day one, and the credentials of the guys are amazing. They're brainiacs. You know, I had the pleasure of speaking to the head, and this guy like thinks so laterally that it just knocks you out. You're like, wow, the forethought. So those guys are on our team now. You know,
Awesome.
we're working together as a collaboration and partners. I don't know whether they've already retweeted our tweet, but I suspect that if it hasn't already happened, it'll happen very soon. But yeah, we're excited, and they're working away, and we'll share the updates with everybody.
Nice. Yeah, very exciting. I was super excited to see that. It's just another. This isn't a normal meme coin, right? I mean, we're way past that now, anyways. But obviously, this is serious and awesome things coming. Hey, DK, I'm looking at the comments here, and Christoph says you are a sexy beast. Any comment? You wanted to? Any response?
Well, I can only say to him that I will respond to you when you join with your main account. Super. If you keep commenting from this account, I can't answer you. Join from your main account, the super connector one, and then I'll respond to that.
Oh, Christoph is super connector.
Well, he's admitted it on various occasions, so that's not even a question now.
Oh, okay. It's all coming together.
Yeah, it's a
I
full
like it.
circle. I mean, the way he got us into it, and then he tried to like swirl this thing around, so it's all connected. It's a full circle.
That's beautiful. Okay, so one other thing. This week we're good. That's anything else you wanted to say about the bridge?
There's a lot I can say about the bridge, but let's go into other stuff, and I'll talk about the bridge a little bit later.
Okay, I was just going to pull up. Hold on. The new fabulous. Oh, and I'm at the bottom of the screen. What a shame. Can you see it? Am I sharing my screen right now?
Well, we can see it, but we can still see the boxes where we were hiding in. So.
Oh, son of a gun. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Get it together, Lyndon. That's better. Yeah?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay. I need to hold on, move my screens around here so I can tell what I'm doing. All right, so we got the new website launched for Sharbi, and I have to say, I'm into it. It's pretty sexy.
It looks
I like what
amazing. It's
it looks
incredible.
amazing.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I mean, we have been improving the first website, then we had the second one, and now this. I think this looks delicious. I shared it to like some of my friends as well, and they were like, man, you guys are really putting some some work into your website. So as an outside people, it's attracting to them, and I think that this is gonna be like a major like point for us. So the website looks is extremely sexy.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I feel like this is for sure the best iteration so far, and definitely one that is going to pay us dividends as we go. People look into the project. I think it's solid. You know, it's a tough thing to, as someone who's attempted to make many websites, it's not my cup of tea as far as skill set. So bravo. And did Simona make this? Is that? You're muted, bro. Uncle, you're muted.
Yeah, huge shout out to Simona. I mean, she's worked tirelessly on this, as have many of the people in the community, fact checking, picking out faults in it. So big shout out to everybody that contributed to the website. It's simply I think it's an amazing website. I think it's there's not too many websites in Web3 that I think are better than this. There's a couple that I really love. You know, a BAYC one, of course, you know, is fantastic. The other side is amazing. Not the original BAYC, the other side, the other deeds website is incredible. But you know, to me, this is fantastic, and I think it is just it blasts all over other meme tokens and other basic you know, crypto projects that we are in line with. So yeah, great job to everybody that's contributed, and especially Simona.
Yeah, I second that. Really good work. And oh, are there any? Have you found any secret nuggets in the website that we should dissect?
You know, there are, but I'm not going to spell it out to anyone. They're going to have to. You guys are going to have to work. I'm not going to tell you guys what I found. You guys have to find it yourself.
You know, I was trying to before we jumped on here. I was like, oh, I should look through this thing a little more carefully and see what's. So it's on my to-do list. I tried to do a quick once over, but
yeah, there's a couple of nuggets there. Definitely a couple of nuggets. So yeah, go look for those. And just remember, as Christoph said, everything is connected. Everything is connected. And you know, like you know, we keep saying it. One day, people are going to have fun going over our feeds. You know, Uncle Nut's blog, everyone else that talks about Sharbi. One day, when everything is connected, you'll go over and go, oh man, I see it now, or damn, I thought that at that time. So it's all going to happen.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, anyone who hasn't checked out the website, I definitely recommend it. Sharbi.net. Also, anyone who's not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please hit subscribe and hit like. I'm not a good YouTuber. I think you're supposed to say that at the beginning, and I realized over time that we never say it. So apparently that's a thing that people should be reminded of. So any other thoughts on the website?
No, I think it's awesome. I think it's really good. And if community has any suggestions, like the main chat, whatever, drop your suggestions down, and for sure Simona will look at it. We can't guarantee she'll take it up, but if it's a great idea or whatever, we'll implement it.
For sure. Always open to suggestion.
It's only a matter of time. That's absolutely right on, man. Right on. So we have the big Toronto festival coming up, the Toronto conference, where SHIB is sponsoring, and Shibarium dates will be announced. So that's a big event coming up on our calendar next month. I suspect next week we're going to have some pretty big news on the exchange front. You know, you heard that first here. Keep your eyes out. So yeah, there's a lot happening. I'm super stoked about the bridge. People that that haven't been in crypto for a long time will not understand the significance of a bridge, but that just opens up a whole new world. And as does launching on Shibarium and getting us massive distribution and exposure in front of 1.5 million Shibarium holders, not to mention the rest of their community, which is around 4 million in total. So some incredible stuff, a big catalyst coming up next week, I suspect. I'm about, you know, as sure as you can that it's going to happen next week. I think the Shibarium announcement is going to be absolutely amazing and is going to fire up the community, not just our community, but every community that has an interest in layer 2 solutions. And that's everybody, because eventually we all use layer 2 solutions. And in the future, a layer 2 solution, you probably won't even know what layer 2 solution you're using, because it'll all be hidden technology. So right now, we're early. We know that we have Ethereum. We know we have all these layer 2s. But in the future, this will all be hidden, just as a lot of programming is in real life, right? When you go onto a website, you don't see all the connections and what's driving that website. Maybe Dark Knight could fill us in with some stuff. I know that you've got a bit of expertise on that.
Yeah, absolutely, Anka, you are right. I have been building bridges for some different projects in the past, and as you said in the beginning, that first thing that Sharbi assured was the security. I mean, we basically promised the bridge in the like first, second month, but we didn't. Uh, we didn't like just hire any agency to like build us a bridge because we knew that the how big Sharbi is gonna be and how much significance this bridge will have. So no chances were taken. We hired Solidity. I mean, they have a name to save. So, and the bridge when it comes live and the flow of volume between both the chains, basically, that will be another massive catalyst. And which other meme coin can say that, oh, we have two separate chains having 2 million in volume or 3 million in volume? So we will be the first. And when Shibarium comes, and when we have these three different chains and all of the volume coming from the ship network as well, this will be like what you say, the boom boom time. And as Christopher says, everything will come to full circle, and people will be like crying as well that whoa, we were there. We should have had we had the dips. We had like 1 million, 2 million, where we could have easily bought a max bag or even a half max and whatever. So
Yeah, they had their chance.
the thing they
Yeah,
have
they
their
had their
chance.
chance. Yeah,
Plenty of
exactly.
time.
And well said, Dark Knight. And I would add in there that me personally, I will not feel sorry for anybody that unloaded their bag or sold their Sharby down or did whatever, because everything was in plain sight. We spelt out that we were from day one, Sharby was going to do things. We were going to use our actions rather than words. If you look at all of the deliverables we've done, go through the main chat and look at everything we've actioned since day one, you'll come up with hundreds of things have been done. The only thing that we're outstanding on is exchanges right now. We're actioning the bridge with the biggest company in the business. We've got exchanges that we delivered recently, and we'll have more exchanges coming next week. They are out of our control. They're absolutely out of our control. All we can do is do our part and then allow them to go through their due diligence and their processes. But as I said, there will be, I personally believe, this is me saying it, it's not a promise, I can't guarantee it, 99% chance that there will be a big announcement next week to do with an exchange. And I don't say how big it is or how small it's going to be significant. That's all I will say.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it's noteworthy that maybe things don't always happen exactly when we hope and think they will, but we do always deliver, and so you can't really question the sincerity and integrity of the team and the work that's going on from everybody in the community. I got a couple of comments here for you. Crispus says, "Wow, Uncle Beard is all grown." It's all right. It's
Well,
getting there. I'm not that impressed, but
I'm not impressed. The wife's not impressed. I can tell you that right now. She's not impressed.
yeah.
I'm still,
But
it's still in the doghouse, bro.
yeah, it's better than the naked face you were rocking a couple weeks ago. PR says a whole new world. Calm down, Ariel. LOL. Or Jasmine. I may have mixed that. I guess you said Shibarium was going to be a whole new world. I don't know. That's pretty funny though.
Yeah. I think also Edwin said, will the bridge be for other cryptos or just exclusive to Sharbi? Sharbi, just us, Sharbi.
Yeah.
We're trying to build our own brand. We don't need to be helping other brands. We want to make ourselves we want to be the force in memes. We want to be the meme that's known as having all the utility.
Yeah.
And we're actioning that all the time. We're actioning every single month that goes by. Look at what we achieve. And I'm really emphatic and passionate about this point because I do read comments and I'm like, you guys not see like what has happened since day one to what we've done now? It's incredible. And frankly, We don't care what the outside market or even our own internal holders, if the sentiment is negative or positive, whatever, it is what it is. But one thing will not change. We will not stop building. And I know from my experience in crypto that when you keep delivering and you keep developing, there's a certain point where people notice. And that's when sentiment changes. And that can be a catalyst from the overall market, like a bull market. It could be a catalyst like a big launch, a layer 2 launch like Shibarium, which is going to be like no other layer 2 in history because of the 4 million plus community of SHIB holders and supporters that are going to be rooting for that to become huge, because it's going to have a massive impact on the success of SHIB. So
True.
Shibarium's one thing, but look at the pedigree where Shibarium comes from. It's financed and developed by SHIB. You launch into a 4 million plus community, plus all the other people outside their community. This is not exclusive to SHIB. This is something for the greater good of DeFi and the whole market. No, we'll have manual trading. No more press the button and buy and then see you got scummed by a bot. You'll be able to set your prices. There's so many tricks that they've got in their system which help the overall market. And maybe Dark Knight, you want to talk about that, because I know that you're a well-accomplished dev. You understand the market. You understand what is out there at the moment. I don't know how much you know about Shibarium and what the technology they're going to create and embrace, but you probably know the basics of some of the stuff that I've said. So maybe you could give your ideas and opinion.
Yeah. So I haven't, because they haven't released any like a code or something like that which you can like go through and then read through stuff. But I've read some articles basically, and some of the things that were mentioned was one thing that you mentioned was first of all that they were saying most about the efficiency, the speed. And one thing that I was a little bit confused, but when I read through it was like, okay, if they do this, then this is something that can really change the whole concept. So it was an order system. As you were mentioning, that they had something you can buy, and then you can set prices. You can use a lower and a higher. You can have that just like you place an order on Binance basically. So
Yeah.
that was really astonishing for me, that if what they are saying, if they do it in their blockchain, that's gonna be some groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah.
That will take so much, because you can see the exchanges, they have volume. They have very, very high volume because of these things that people can set. They don't have
Yeah.
to worry about, they're going to sleep and all of their money going away, because they have something set up. If the thing goes down, they automatically sell it. If it goes up, they sell it as well. So they can sleep in peace. And even if they can introduce like 50 to 60% of that system into their chain, basically, that would be groundbreaking. And
Yeah.
I'm expecting some huge things from Shibarium, because they are delaying it from, I think, January or February. So that means they are trying to integrate some more better things into it. So that's something that's going to be very bullish.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Edwin has said, can you guys speak on some marketing strategies that will be utilized? Will you use some callers maybe to bring in some DEX volume? Edwin, great question. Secondly, we already have some of the biggest guys in the business that have been regularly updating their communities about Sharbi. OX President, or he probably likes to be called OX Presidente. Gooby, one of the biggest guys in the business. Paul of Pole Calls. Achilles, Rick Ross, Austin Hilton, Zach Humphreys, Your Pop, some of the biggest SHIB guys in the world, right, that are in our business, they're all supporting Sharbi. They're all talking regularly about Sharbi. Now, when we go live, or not even when we go live with Shibarium, in the lead up to Shibarium, there will clearly be announcements as to who's coming on the chain, what's happening. An announcement then, prior to Shibarium launch, the DEX volume is going to go insane. You're now talking, we are tiny right now. We're like a pimple on a backside of a pink elephant, which doesn't exist, by the way. You know, we are a community of holders. I think it's like 4,000 or maybe 5,000, somewhere around there, right? Imagine we're exposed now to 1.5 million SHIB holders. SHIB holders, not community. Their community is 4 million, 3, 4, 5, whatever you want to believe, right? That doesn't count the people on the outside that will be coming into the whole roar of marketing and attention that Shibarium draws. So you're talking about millions of other people that will be coming in to find out what Shibarium's all about. Can you now imagine if Sharbi is one of the first projects to launch on Shibarium? You have all this attention, and you have the first 1 or 2 or 3 projects. They're going to be pounded with people wanting to buy just to be part of history, number one. But number two, the SHIB holders themselves will, I believe, will be at the forefront of jumping in and buying whatever comes on that platform, just like a lot of Arbitrum lovers and big supporters, which was a tiny community compared to what we're talking about Shibarium, just like they did when Arbitrum launched. The volumes were insane. Now imagine how insane the volumes are going to be on Shibarium. So DEX will take care of itself. We're going to blow up. People are not understanding the enormity of Shibarium. That's one thing. That's my opinion. You don't have to believe it. No one has to believe it. That's my belief. I personally think that when we rock Shibarium, when we go out live on Shibarium, we are going to blow up massively, because we will have all the distribution in place. We already have tier 1 exchanges. We're making it easy for people to get access to Sharbi. Bridge 9 weeks from now. So do the sums yourself. Try to understand what's really going on in a macro position. CMC verification, we've spoken about it for a long time. You can see things are changing there now. The warning sign is gone. So my pleasure, Edwin, in explaining that to you. I appreciate you as part of the community. I also see Crispus is mentioning that the Chinese community has been quiet lately. Don't you think it needs support? Once again, look, success breeds success. We can't force communities to talk. We don't want to. Let it be organic, right? Because we just keep building. We know we keep building. We're going to be hugely successful. That's the ultimate dream, right? That is where we're ultimately, we keep building. All of the catalysts are coming. They're all coming. So am I hell-bent on whether Shibarium is going to be August 17th or September? I don't care, to be honest. I know it's coming. When it comes, it means they're happy, they're ready to go. I want to be on that chain when they are 110% sure, just like our bridge. I don't want to take a chance. That's me personally. I want the biggest in the business to say, yes, we'll do this. Yes, we'll guarantee it. Yes, we'll do it in this time limit. Same with Shibarium, same with exchanges, whatever. It will all come. We just keep building in the meantime. We don't care about sentiment. We don't care about what people say about us. We are going to just keep on building. And in the end, The people that have left our community or come into our community, it doesn't matter. There will be winners and losers. Simple as that. Just like in life. My personal opinion, we are going to be the big winners. I've been unwavering since day one on Sharbi, and I will continue to be whilst I see all of the effort that goes in behind the scenes. So sorry for the rant. I'm just too passionate about Sharbi.
Always a pleasure. So I second everything you said, and I would say, as far as marketing and callers go, in this moment in crypto in general, it feels like we'd be yelling into the abyss a little bit if we threw a lot of money at that. Whereas I'm with you, Shibarium is going to be such a great catalyst for us, especially as we'll see tons of projects pop up all of a sudden trying to jump on the train, but we will be the project that has been on the train for 6 months now, 7 months, and it'll make a big difference. So it'll be huge.
Yeah, like some of the, like I've chatted about this in my blog, the Uncle Nut blog, many, many times. And the biggest wins that I've had in crypto, and I've been around here since 2015 now. So I've seen some pretty crazy gains. The projects that have exploded, it's always been the same story. They've kept building. They didn't even care that if the community was negative or positive, it didn't matter to them. The people behind it were like, we have our plan. Nothing's changed. We're going to keep building, because we believe we're creating something that the space one day will recognize. Go back to Sharbi. When the initial concept for Sharbi was developed, and we kept improving it through feedback, listening, seeing opportunities. We are in the building phase, and we totally believe in what we're doing. We don't care what the outside people say, even if some people are not up, don't really understand crypto and make comments in our own community. We don't care. We're not there to convince you this way or that way. We're there just to build. But I will tell you this, every dog has his day, and Sharbi will definitely have her day, and it will be amazing. And when it happens, there will be a lot of regrets, and there will be a lot of people that will say, damn, I wish I had to put more in. I had the opportunity to buy at this price at this date. I had this. It doesn't matter. I say whatever you've got, it should be money you can afford to lose, whether it's Sharbi or any other crypto. Go in, be part of the community, do what you can to contribute, even if it's chatting in the chat, giving ideas, helping out on the website by ideas, doing whatever you can do to help. Because ultimately, the success will be a shared success with the entire community. So, guys, I'm reading here what ICE says. The patient dog eat the fattest bone. Right on. What have we got here? Keep building, they will come. Yes, absolutely. From Wayne's World. Will Sharbi end up having puppies, like making Sharbi an umbrella at the top? It's very interesting you say that. That's very possible. Look, I don't rule anything out. I don't rule anything out.
It's a community project, and ultimately, the bigger you get, the more stuff like that's just going to come one way or the other. Whether any of it is officially sanctioned by Sharbi, not necessarily, but I'm sure there will be puppies at some point.
Yeah, there will. Look, listen, it's only logical that, something like that's going to happen. And you can only imagine when that happens, what that does to Sharbi, the price action there. Look, there's so many opportunities. People with vision will understand. People that are new to crypto and are in Sharbi, they may not know what they have on their hands. Even some experienced people may not know what they've got on their hands. One thing for sure, go back to the chat since day one. Look at what was promised, what's been delivered. Look at how many things have been delivered. We're talking hundreds of things have been promised and delivered. So boom, boom time is knocking. I see David. Dr. Ankit Misra says, woof, woof through the roof. There's going to be boom, boom. There's going to be woof, woof, and it's going to be fun.
Amen. All right. Shall we wrap it up?
Yeah, unless Dark Knight's got something else to say, let's wrap it up.
Any final words, Dark Knight? DK? Thanks for joining us.
It's been my pleasure, and I'll try to join more often from now on because it's fun. I didn't anticipate it, but it is fun. So
Awesome.
But I'll try to get some female touch on here as well, so that will like spice things up a little bit more to keep me interested as well. I'll try to bring someone.
We have a couple of guys that are good with females in our Wales group. I'm not going to mention any names, but I think you know who I'm referring to. Oranges? Is his name Oranges? Something like that, anyway.
Oh man, don't flatter him. If you say his name 3 times, he'll show up.
Yeah, there you go. Listen, it's a big shout out to everybody in the community. We try to be as transparent, and our intentions are always 100%. From the heart. We're doing this. None of us get paid. We're doing this for the love of Sharbi. We're all holders. Us 3 guys are big holders because we believe so much in the project. Whether you're a small holder, big holder, middle-sized holder, whatever. Even if you're someone that doesn't hold Sharbi and you're in our community, sending you big love. Uncle, over and out.
Bye, guys. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll talk to you next week.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Big love.